Everybody, I'm back at my local river again, and it's getting a classic wheat penny signal. A little bit scratchy, but I just scooped out a eagle button here, and it's a big one. Never found one this size before. Still got the shank on it, so that's cool. I have to look this up. I forget which ones are World War I, World War II era. And heck, this could even be older. I don't know. I don't remember. I've never found one this big before, but it's definitely a neat find. I'm happy to have it. I'll do a little research on it and let you guys know what it is in the video, on the clip, when I take a picture of it. So, cool. Alright, I'm going to look for some more stuff. Hopefully I can find some silver or gold, but I'll take this all day long. Cool. Well, everybody, I'm back. I just found this, and I believe it is a huge piece of silver, like some kind of silver cup or something, because I started tearing the edge apart, and it looks like it's sterling to me. I mean, it's ringing in beautiful like silver. I don't see any copper or anything, so wow, this is an awesome, neat find here. It's a big, heavy piece of silver. I don't see any markings yet, but just by splitting the end right there a little bit, I can see the look of how silver looks, like silver spoon looks when you break it. So awesome. Man, this is one big chunk of silver. It's got to be silver. I'm almost 99% sure it is. So I don't see any type of copper. It's too heavy to be aluminum, so awesome. Alright. There's some kind of design on there. I don't know if it's supposed to be a cup of some kind or what, but who knows. Alright. Well, I'm going to hit it for a little longer before it gets dark, see what else I can find. So on the board with a big, huge chunk of silver. I just found a wheat penny a little bit ago from like 1910, but just to give you guys an idea of what I'm searching in, I got the headphones here if you can hear all that iron. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that because I got the headphones screwed in, but anyway, yeah, I'm just working a real heavy iron sight, just running an open screen. It's tough on the ears, but if you have any kind of discrimination, it's just going to null all over those good signals. But anyway, I had a few people asking me about the scoop that they kind of seen me with. This one here I made at work. I made it with a long point on it, as you can see, so that way it helps. I don't know if you can see that rock down under there, but it'll help pry out the rocks, especially for deeper water when I can't use the pick. And I made it open face like this, so when I do find something, I can just pull it straight up and I can fish through it. But yeah, I couldn't see spending over $200 on a T-Rex and cutting it apart to make it the way I wanted it. So I actually made this one heavier. I made this out of 14 gauge, and then the back here I made out of 10 gauge. And then I just got like a $10 handle from my local Menards. But it works pretty well. I pried some pretty good sized flagstone out of here, and hasn't bent it yet or pulled it apart or cracked it or anything. So, but yeah, I made this at work. Pretty easy to do if any of you guys out there work in a metal shop. This was just a square piece of metal I bent up, drilled the holes myself. 2 U-bolts there holding it. But yeah, the nice thing about it, I wanted it to be open like this, so when I do dig a target, demonstrate for you, I can just pull it straight up. And then you can see this thing that looks like a head there is a big rock, so actually, you know, I can fish through it. You know, I can go in here and fish around and remove a little bit of material, but if I don't bring my sifter with me. So just wanted to show you guys, 'cause I had a few of you asking about it. So it's homemade and it does the job pretty good. Just made it especially for these rivers, and it does work good in sand too. I use it at the beach a lot, and I added the Raptor handle for the sand for the beach, so I can just drag it behind me. So alright, well, I'm going to get to it. Like I said, all I got is that 1910 wheat penny here working in this heavy iron, so hopefully I can get some more coins out. And if I do find anything good, I'll turn the camera on and show you. Well guys, not long after I just showed you guys my scoop, I was getting a signal over here. Dumped the scoop in my basket here and got an Indian. Looks like it's going to be pretty good shape. My machine is just going nuts with all this iron. There's 1 cent there. 1905. So cool. Picked this right out of the iron. So again, the CTX, it's amazing in this iron, these iron infested rivers. So you guys don't have to get one of them special deuses to work in the iron. I mean, you guys hear this machine, how it's sounding, and it picked these coins out like nothing. So, cool. Alright, I'm going to see if I can pull some more out of here. Hopefully get a silver coin. Not too far, this area here is where I got that key date barber half, so I'm going to keep looking. Well everybody, I want to show you this, I don't know if you can see this underwater. There's a huge rock. There was a log here, and I moved it out of the way, and there's this big rock sitting here, and it's always been here. So I took it, and I'm like, I'm going to move it because, you know, I found an Indian and a wheat scent here. So I moved this rock out of the way, and I got in between this other rock here, wiggled the coil, and I was just getting a faint high tone. So I took a scoop. I already looked at it. I didn't pick it up, but I can see what it is. But I saw this in the scoop there. It's going to be a quarter. My guess it's probably going to be a barber. It might look like the size of a quarter. Hold on, I'm going to try to do this. I'm trying to do this with one hand. But I just wanted to show you. Oh yeah, it's a barber quarter, and it's a little smushed on the end. I'll dump the rest of that in the basket, make sure there's not another coin in it. See the bottom of it there is mushed. Maybe from that rock or something, who knows. Yeah, when you're metal detecting like this, if you see rocks, move them. Because I just got this barber quarter just by moving this huge stone here out of the way. It just gave me probably a 6-7 inch area, or a little bit wide as a coil pretty much. So say 11 inches or a foot. So there she is. Looks like it's going to be 1900. So cool. Yeah, you can see it's smushed. So this rock's probably been sandwiched in between for a long time. You can see the edge here and the top edge. So cool. Alright, I'm going to move this. There's another stone here. I'm going to move that out of the way, see if there's anything under it. So yeah, it just goes to show, guys, don't be lazy. If there's a rock in the way, move it out of the way. Could be some coins or gold under there. Alright, I was getting a decent signal here. It's kind of jumping around. threw a scoop in the basket here and searched around. I found an odd looking nail, so wasn't sure if that was it. I waved my coil over it and I was getting a pretty clear penny signal, and I already picked it up and looked at it to make sure it wasn't a wheat, but it is a very slicked out Indian penny. You see the 1 cent there. This one might be pretty old, being how slick it is. Let's see if we can get a date together. Definitely 1800s I can make out. Hold on. I can't see this without through the viewfinder because my eyes are going bad. Focus. No, it won't want to focus. There we go. Come on, come on. Well, it's going to be 1880 something, I think, but I'm not 100%. I have to put a loop on it. All right, one more time. One more time. $18.80 something, 82 maybe. Hopefully you guys can see that better than I can, because I really can't. Definitely a wore out Indian, so who knows, maybe this is dropped away later then, being how smooth it is. That was going to be an earlier one from the 60s, but oh well. I'll take it, still an Indian. Okay, I'm going to keep looking before it gets dark. Hopefully I can find something else.